Hi, welcome to solving equations where you have variables on both sides. Now, you can either move your variable to this side from left to right or right to left. Well, my largest term with the variable is on this side. So I'm going to go on ahead and move the 3 in over here on the left. So I'm going to subtract 3 in because it was positive. Alright, there are two ways to do this. I'm going to do the longer way since this is the first time. Okay, and that becomes 0, and now I just have my plus 6, but I don't actually need to write the positive in front of it. Now, I'm going to isolate this term that has the n, but there's a 2 over here with it, a negative 2, so I'm going to do the opposite on both sides. That becomes 0. I'm going to drop down my 2 in, and that equals 8. We're almost done. The 2 is attached to the n through multiplication, so I'm going to divide, and I get n equals 4. Let's try another one. In this problem, again, I have variables on both sides, so I'm going to go on ahead and move I think I'll move the 7 to this side, the 7x. So I'm going to take the opposite. Alright, so I've moved my x term to the left. Now I'm going to go on ahead and at the same time, I'm going to move my constant, my plain number that doesn't have a variable, to the other side. By taking the opposite, it was positive and now it's negative, so that goes away. And I combine these, and I get positive 3x, and then I'm going to have to subtract these, 27, and then I divide through both sides by 3, and I get x equals 9. Let's try another one. In this problem, I'm going to have to solve with the distributive property first. I'm going to have to do this multiplication. So I'm just going to go on ahead and rewrite the left side. Now, 5 times 3 is 15, but there's one negative, so that makes it negative 15. And then there's negative 5 times positive 2, which is negative 10, and I'm going to keep the p. Now I have variables on both sides. I'm going to go on ahead and move the 10 to the left, so I'm going to take the opposite. I'm being very careful. That cancels out. I'm going to draw my line. Now, I decided I'm going to leave my variable on the left, so I'm going to move my number, which is called a constant, to the other side. If I combine these, that would be 7p. And then these I'm going to add because they're both the same sign, so we add and keep the same sign. Negative 28. Now, 7 is attached to the p through multiplication, so I'm going to divide both sides by 7, and then I get p equals negative 4. Let's try another one. In this problem, we're going to go on ahead and use the distributive property to solve on the right side. So 2 times 4a is 8a, and then 2 times 2 is 4. And they're both positive, so that leaves a plus. I'm going to drop my 8a down. Now I'm going to move my a's to the left side so that they'll all be on the left. So I'm going to subtract 8a. Those cancel out and leave me with 4 and my equal sign. And 8a minus 8a is actually 0, and I have to put something on this side. So I'm actually going to have to write the 0 here. Now, 0 does not equal 4, so you would slash through the equal sign, which means that they're not equal. And then this particular problem has no solutions in the answer. And we're going to take a look at another problem that has all numbers as a solution. Alright, in this problem, I already told you that all numbers are going to be the solution, and let's see why. We're going to solve with the distributive property first, so that would be 14m plus 7. And then this side says 14m plus 7. When you have an exact match on both sides of the equation, it means that all numbers are going to be the solution. So let's say that I picked a 1 for m. So if I multiplied 14 times 1 on this side and 14 times 1 on that side, I'm still going to come out with the same answer because 14 plus 7 is 21, so I get 21 equals 21. If I use the number 2, if I tried the number 2 to see what answer I would get, I'm still going to come out with the same answer on both sides. So when you solve an equation and it looks exactly the same on both sides, the same terms, the same positives or negatives, then you were done and you would just put all numbers. So all numbers would be your solution. So this is solving equations with variables on both sides. I hope this has been helpful, and thanks for watching my video, and check out my others online.